Hey guys, welcome to the Homeschooling Mindset. My name is Maritza, and today's topic is what do you do when you're struggling with your child and he doesn't want to do any of the work? Coming up next. Recently, I released a video where I was talking about how I broke down because I'm experiencing a lot of struggles with my son. He doesn't want to do his work, any of the workbook part of homeschool. And it's been a struggle. And I've been so stressed out. I've been exhausted. I have a newborn. He is now 2 months old, and the breastfeeding and the not getting sleep and having to juggle that and homeschool. Plus, I am a ghostwriter, so I work at home. All of it has really got me extremely stressed. And then now this is the cherry on top. I'm getting a lot of resistance from my son. And I've tried many things. I've done the alarm where I use an alarm to track how much time we have, to do a certain lesson, or I've given him the opportunity to choose his own schedule. He doesn't like language arts or reading or anything like that. So we'll start with math or maybe phonics. He actually likes phonics. We've even done this whole 2020 kind of schedule where he plays for 20 minutes and he works for 20 minutes. So I've done that dynamic as well. And I have just honestly run out of ideas. Out of all the research that I've done and all of the reading that I have done, I know that connection is a very big part of a child and parent relationship. And though we have a great communication, we talk every single day, I feel like there has to be somewhere where I'm falling short. And I want to talk about this because I feel that as parents and as moms, homeschooling moms, we are very hard on ourselves. I am extremely hard on myself and I blame myself for everything. If he's not happy, it's my fault. If he's bored, it's my fault. I'm not doing enough. If he's now he's struggling and he's fighting me for everything, then there's something that I'm not doing. But God is so good because I was meditating this morning and I was like, Lord, what am I doing wrong? But there is no way to go around a child wanting to do his work. I can never make my son want to do his work. It's just not going to happen. And God he took me back to when I was a child. And yes, I remember that it was so hard to get me to do homework. It was so hard. I was dreading it. It was something that I was dreading. And I just remembered and I looked at my son this morning and I felt so bad because that's what he's feeling. He's dreading to do that work. He doesn't want to sit down. He doesn't want to read. He wants to do what's fun, what's exciting, what gets his mind going. And though we have done many activities and we go outside and we do experiments and all that good stuff, honestly, I can't find myself. Where do I get the energy to do all these activities when I barely have slept and I'm tired most of the time and I have to work? Like, what do I do? So throughout the day, I've been thinking a lot and I've been meditating and I've been asking God for direction and guidance. And one of the things that I found in my home when I was shuffling through the homeschooling workbooks and worksheets, this is what I found. And I thought about this paper. This paper is very important, and I'll tell you why. One day, I believe a couple months ago, my son was telling me how he felt very alone. He felt like his cousins, they ignore him, or he doesn't feel liked by his cousins. And at that moment when he felt bad, I pulled up one of these sheets and I told him to draw what he's thinking, what he's feeling, and then to write it down here. So this became a part of our homeschool activity where we did it at the beginning in the morning, and it was, think of it as journaling. And I would give him a word like rejection. I would ask him, so do you feel I would ask him if he felt rejected, and then I would proceed and ask him questions while he was drawing. So I would ask him, how does that make you feel? What do you think about when you're feeling that way? And he began to draw a picture on one of these sheets. So God reminding me of this, and I found it while I was shuffling through worksheets. And I'm like, you know what? Let me try this. Let's start journaling again. Why not? Let's give this a go. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys. If you guys are having a hard time in your homeschooling journey and you guys would like, you don't know what to do, try journaling. I'm actually going to start, and I got this idea today, and I'm like, man, I have to share it with you guys. So we're going to start journaling. But more than that, what I'm going to do with this worksheet is that when you flip it, there's more lines in the back. I'm going to use this back part and I'm going to write my feelings and what I'm feeling in the morning, kind of like to model the journaling process. And then once I write it down, I'm going to have him read it on his own so that he understands where I'm at in the day, how I'm feeling. And then I'm going to flip this over and hand it to him, let him read it, and have him express his emotions through drawing and writing. I believe in the importance of journaling, and I personally love to journal. I'm not sure if you guys like to journal or if you guys have tried journaling with your kids. Really want to share how that went and if that improved my son's mood. I know for a fact that when I'm feeling troubled, I have to get all those thoughts and feelings out. I have to release them. And with the journaling process, it is a process of release. We're releasing emotions and things that we feel and thoughts on paper, and it's like mental dump. We just dump it all on the page, and it's a form of detoxing our mind in the beginning, which is why I like to do it in the morning, detoxing our minds before we begin our day. And it gives it makes room for clarity and for us to just be clear-minded and at peace. Have you been journaling with your child or children? What has that been like? And by all means, why not try this with me? Even if you don't have this paper, just grab any sheet of paper, draw a circle or whatever it is, however you feel you want to go about doing this. But I truly believe in the power of journaling, especially when there's a lot of emotions, especially if my son is perhaps bottling emotions or cannot verbalize what he feels or thinks, and maybe can translate it better on paper. And that way I get an idea of exactly what his emotional world and his mind looks like. So guys, let me know if that was helpful. God bless you, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.